So it's safe to say that our first game with Klay Thompson went pretty damn well, as we made OKC look kind of stupid and we beat them by double digits, and Mudiay was doing his normal thing of jetting down the floor and finishing inside and just having Westbrook thinking, how the hell am I supposed to defend this dude? But then also, instead of looking around drastically for someone else to score besides Gallinari, Klay Thompson was awesome, running around screens and posting up and just running down the floor, dunking. Like, Klay Thompson was the total package for us, and besides Klay just being awesome, it really makes everybody else better too, because now when Justin Anderson or Gary Harris only score like 7 or 8 points like they're supposed to, it's okay because we can account for Klay to be the number 2 guy behind Mudiay, whereas before, we were asking guys to do stuff that they're not capable of, to be honest. And as great as this is, we still might suck. You don't know. You can't just declare yourself the best team in the league after only 1 game. So as a result, we're going to see 2 games in this one. And the first one against the Memphis Grizzlies, who are still hanging on in the realms of the NBA. Shout out to them. Our offense is going to get a little weird right now as Klay Thompson is kind of open. He misses, which is awkward, but luckily Thon Maker is just a tank inside. I have to admit, Klay Thompson's release, it looks really simple. It's kind of like deceptively tricky. And I play really bad defense right here. All I had to do was just stand there on Tony Allen and I would have been fine. But Klay's release, it's quicker than you think it is, which kind of comes back to bite me. We're running quick 2 flare because someone in the comments section recommended this play to me. It's actually pretty damn real, so shout out to you as Klay hits that one. He's not going to miss 2 in a row, I have to imagine. And now Patrick Beverley is trying to run a pick and roll. My god, it's like the Grizzlies in real life. They just acquire guys who can play defense and don't do much offensively. I won't be surprised if Lance Stevenson's on the team in the game too. Anyway, I'm trying to score on Patrick Beverley, which can sometimes be a bit of a challenge. Oh, Thon Maker, why'd you do that, man? I'm trying to make us look like this great team with Klay Thompson and have us be unbeatable, but I can't do it if you're doing a moving screen. Tony Allen, you gotta give him credit for trying. I mean, Tony Allen's probably the league leader in right-handed layups, so I mean, he at least gives his attempt. Speaking of Justin Anderson, if he can just do that for us, that's good enough. Just hit a couple of threes a game, that's all I need from him now. I don't need to kind of hope that Justin Anderson or Gary Harris or Nigel Hayes or Thad Young plays a little bit above themselves to help out Mudiay. We got that guy now. Tony Allen once again shoots because I don't frickin' know, man. There's not really anybody else on this team who's going to score. Klay the other way. And you see just how quickly we can stretch out a lead at this point with our improved offense. Now, it's not all perfect because as I run this play for Klay, I just kind of wait for him to do something, and then I get hit with the Charles Barkley. 5 seconds back to the basket. How often does that actually pop up? Hey, listen, it's going to take some time to figure out the Klay Thompson dynamic, okay? Even when you acquire a great player, it's not just going to click immediately. Although, to be fair, it's going pretty damn well, to say the least. Or maybe not, as he missed another 3-pointer. Come on, man. I had that joke, well, not really a joke. I had that line set up for you, Klay, and then you just missed the 3-pointer? Oh well, we are seeing him play defense on Conley here, which results in, I don't really know if Klay Thompson was the reason for him throwing that ball away, but Justin Anderson, the golden afro, the other way. We killed the Grizzlies, and so now we're facing Anthony Davis, the Pelicans, and Tyreek Evans has the ball. This is a good thing or a bad thing for both teams, depending on how it goes for him. Myers Leonard inside. You know, Myers Leonard has kind of become like the second coming of Kelly Olynyk. So I'm not used to just seeing him score inside a lot. But still, shout out to Miles Turner. He's a good dude. And the play I messed up before with Thad Young, we don't mess it up this time as Klay gets inside for the dunk. And now Darren Williams is on the Pelicans. That seems only fitting. By the way, we're like 4 years into this thing, so it's good to know that the roster around Anthony Davis has still not really become much of anything. That dude who looks a whole hell of a lot like Austin Rivers missed that one. Klay does not miss that one, however. And you can see now the lead beginning to spike. 6 points. D. Will off to, I don't know who that is, unless it's Myers Leonard, I can't tell. You can see the impact that Klay Thompson makes for us because it's like out of nowhere our offense just, it just sparks up. I mean, he posts up once again there. Klay, it's weird. He's not really a ball handler, but he's still someone who can score in ways outside of just hitting the outside shot, which is cool. Thad Young has kind of redeemed himself this season coming off the bench for us as a power forward, and you're going to see a little bit why here, as I say, screw it, I'm just going to take the three-pointer if you're going to leave me open. Remember at one time when Thad Young was thought of as our stretch four? He still kind of has that ability, and I feel like whoever ends up as our backup power forward, they just immediately get better at basketball, it seems, because Nigel Hayes was at his best backing up. Anthony Davis scores, misses the free throw, however, and like I said in the last video, don't forget who our best player is, okay? It's Mudiay as he just sprints down the entire floor and leaves everybody in the dust. 11 points. Joffrey Laverne in the game, shout out to him. Shout out to him for not complaining, mainly because the team chemistry is turned off, but whatever. Our offense gets really weird right here, as it was initially a play for Klay. As you see, as Mudiay finishes, Klay was actually open for the three-pointer there, but I chose to drive inside, and I knocked some dude over by punching him in the face, and it probably shouldn't have worked, but it did anyway. And then, if they're not going to defend Klay going to the basket, I'm going to gladly keep going to that play too. Anthony Davis is surrounded by a bunch of generated players. Safe to say it's not going to work out for him. AD, demand a trade already. Anyway, Klay Thompson, the scoring wasn't as high in this one, but it's still pretty real what he gives us. So we've gone through a few teams now. But the top team in the Western Conference is the Los Angeles Lakers, who we've looked at before with D'Angelo Russell and Jason Tatum. That's going to be our next game. The two top teams in the conference going at it. Who's the best team in the West? We're going to find out.